Yes, boys. Morning, casual. Morning, Ian. Market theatre. What you saying? What? What we saying, chat? I don't like this one. What we saying, chat? How are we, boys? Yo, bro. What's up from India? What you saying, bro? Give me 2 seconds. I'm just sending the announcement in. Let me just get the announcement sent in. 2 secs, boys. We send the announcement, boys. 2 secs. Everyone drop a like on the stream, man. Let me know what page you man are looking at. I'm mainly looking at EUGU for sales right now. So let me know if you see the same or different, boys. Got live on TikTok. Alright, chat. Alright, what we saying? Get the watermark on so you can see the pair. Boom. Alright, what we saying, boys? What we saying, chat? Let me know what you guys are all looking for on the markets. Let me know what you boys are looking for. What are we saying, boys? What are we saying? Morning, casual. Morning, Ian, Marcus, Theatre, Wayo. What are you saying, boys? Jay, Marcus, Adars. What you saying? Calvin. What you saying? Troy, Jay. What you saying? Ian, Adam, Chillin, Slater. What you saying? Chili with the dips. What you saying? Lord, Slater, Mabeen, Phil, Jed, Takuds, Khalid. Morning, boys. Morning to the fucking com. Is there two people do live streaming here in this channel? Yeah, bro. So it's me and Mace. We're currently not together right now, but we will be in the office shortly. So we'll both be doing streams together. But just for now, I do the London stream and he does the New York stream. But in a couple of weeks' time, there'll be both of us together anyway. Morning, Mia. What you saying? Morning, Bill. Hey, have a nice session, mate. Appreciate you, boys. Everyone drop a like on the stream, man. I'll go and wait for a short. Fair play, Lenny. Morning, Cozy. Morning, Lenny. Yeah, boys, I'm looking for a short personally. Let's go through the buys of the day. Boys, everyone drop a like on the stream if you're in here. Everyone drop a like on the stream. Let's get 200 man in here this morning, boys. Let me quickly just turn the text off real quick. Alright, so let me just go through what we saw last week for me. So if we look at where the week started, we had this big move up. Early in the week was the first sort of thing we did. We had this big move up. After that, we had a sweep of the highs, move down, and then we had our manipulation, where we swept out the lows. And then we swept out the highs again. And now we started distributing back down. So I see the main manipulation really has happened here. right on Friday, as it normally does on Friday, where we basically just manipulate the whole week's price action. So yeah, we swept the low here, swept the high, and now it's just moving down. So I'm just looking to continue that bearish momentum. Again, here you can see the sweep on GU. You can see the clear current weekly high was swept, and then that was swept as well. And then we got that move down. So I'm just looking to continue that move down via the ALG. We filled the new week opening gap as well. So we are looking good for sells. And basically we got the same for EU. So EU, again, you can see, we actually, let me move this. We had a bullish start to the week, a bullish open. Just basically trying to get a read into what we've seen, boys. Like what we can expect people's heads to be at, what we can expect people to look for. You're going for a buy or sell. I'm looking for sells at the moment, brother. But yeah, so again, if we look at where Monday started, we had this big distribution. And then we had this accumulation here. And then, as I said, we had the manipulation. And then finally the distribution downwards. So I'm just trying to continue that distribution. The main liquidity has been grabbed here. And then obviously New York session proved its hand to us. That was very much because of the news as well. But yeah, that's basically what we're looking for. To get confirmation in order to short, obviously we are looking at the ALG strat. We have filled this new week opening gap on EU and GU, as you can see. So we are really valid to be moving down pretty quickly. We filled the new week opening gap. We've also taken the Asia high. And now, yeah, we're looking to sell. So EU and GU both looking to sell. In terms of a confirmation, on EU, I'd wait for this 30-minute candle, 30-minute fair value gap to be inverted. Then a retap, and then I'd look to sell down to these external lows. So I'd look to enter there, stop loss there, TP here. Even enter along the DTO. If we can invert this fair value gap, and then we can enter on the DTO, that would be lovely. But we would need to wait for a close of this first. GU looks a little bit easier to catch, to be honest. If we look at it, again, it has filled the opening gap. So again, we've got that manipulation where we've distributed all the way down now. We filled that opening gap, and now price is looking to hopefully disrespect this leg here. Again, we have this 30-minute fair value gap, which we can wait to be filled, similar to EU. We want this to basically be closed below and then get the retap like that. However, if we look at GU on an actual lower time frame, I'll show you what I'm seeing, what we could potentially use as an entry. If you look on the 5-minute, we're currently trading between two fair value gaps right now. So we've got this bullish fair value gap here. And then we've got this bearish fair value gap here. So either way, we should either tap into this and move higher, or we should tap into this and move lower. So if we can actually move lower from that, then that will be my confirmation. If we can close below this fair value gap here. So we can close below this, then I will be looking to get in. And again, my entry will be something like this. Aiming for the Asia low ideally, but the external low is not too far away, so could really aim for the external. But yeah, this will be what I'm looking for. Again, this is where our confirmation is, where our 30-minute candle is. So we do want to be aware of that, that we could invert that. But yeah, right now, as I said, boys, I'm looking for sells. So let me know if you lot are looking at anything different. I'm prioritising GU really. Not for a massive reason on EG, but if we do look at EG, we can see that in general, not too heavily, but in general, the euro is slowly getting a little bit stronger against the pound. We did have a big bearish spike for the euro, but then it's pretty much recovered that now. So as long as we don't react off this order block here on EG, then the pound should really remain weaker the rest of the session. So if we sell off from here, then obviously we're going to get the euro be weaker. But if we continue higher from here, which we probably will, then that means that the pound is going to, as we said, get a little bit. And I said that the complete wrong. I just realised I said that the complete wrong way around. Yo, but what are you saying? Same bias, lovely. Yeah, if we continue up, then that means that the euro will be stronger, which we probably will continue up. If we move down, then the pound might get a little bit stronger, which I doubt it, to be honest. Normally when EG has this manipulation, it's just interested in taking lows, taking highs, taking lows, taking highs. So we'll probably come up, to be honest. So therefore, GU for me is looking like the one. This is DXY. Obviously, DXY is the complete opposite of EUGU. So if we're looking for sells on EUGU, want to look for buys on the DXY. Again, you can see we swept out this low clearly and then had the distribution higher. So I'm just looking for a continuation of that distribution. Again, we filled the low. Sorry, we filled the opening gap here. Yeah, we filled the opening gap here. So we are looking to go long now. In terms of confirmation, similarly to EUGU, we do have this 30-minute imbalance. So we are looking to invert this imbalance, get a retap, and then push higher. On the 5-minute, it's looking more similar to EU, really, where we are reacting off two separate fair value gaps. I suppose we could draw this on for the time being. Let me mark on just with a line where the 30-minute is, and then we'll draw on the 5 minutes, just so we can get a better comparison with GU. So we got the bearish fair value gap there, and then we got the bullish fair value gap here. I'll actually do the bullish one like this, just so it doesn't get in the way too much. But you can see where we've got two opposing fair value gaps. When we've got two opposing fair value gaps, it is really nice to look for one of them to be disrespected. But yeah, chat, that's basically what I'm looking for. That's basically what I am looking for, chat. Okay, we have broken that low now, so I do think I think this has been disrespected pretty nicely. So I am really valid for me now I am valid to enter on GU. It depends sort of, again, how you do want to enter. You could enter off of this with your stop loss here, like this, or you can go for the higher entry, which is lower RR, a bit lower risk. So it's really up to you, boys, but that's basically what I'm looking for and what we've seen so far in these markets. We've got no news today. We've got no news until 7 AM tomorrow. So yeah, boys, we should be all sweet. I'm going to read the comments now. And yeah, let's try and catch these fucking trades, boys. Bear in mind, we do still have the 30 min. Do still have the 30 min there. We actually, again, I don't really like these, don't really like having all the stuff in the way. Kind of bugs me out. I'd rather look at it like this. Let's just do it like that. Yeah, it does look like we are continuing down, so I'll definitely still be looking for sales. I mean, we really may want to do that, but we'll see. We always do want to be selling on the DTO. You can see we did just get a tap of the DTO here before selling off. So to be honest, I could see us just distributing now. So you are valid to be getting in on GU if you do want, in my opinion. Let me know, chat, if anyone's looking for buyers in this market. Do you trade through red folder news typically? Nah, bro. No, I don't. What's the strategy, bro? ALG strategy, bro. We sweep the Asia high, then we wait for confirmations. As you can see, when we get the sweep of the high, wait for our confirmation, and then we sell off to the Asia low. So it's pretty simple the way we enter. I did just do a big video on this for the mentorship students. But we basically look for a daily bias on the daily and 1 day and 4 hour time frame. That will dictate whether we're looking at buyers or whether we're looking at sells. If, for example, today we're looking at sells, we either look for the ALG sell, take the Asia high and get the sells, or DTO sells, or we distribute away from the DTO, return, and then get the move. So this is kind of both in one, as you can see. Not only have we taken the Asia high and got our confirmation, but we've also traded away from the daily true open. So we just want price to return back to it, and then that's going to be our entry. So we are sort of getting 2 in 1 right now, chat, which is decent. About 10 pips off the entry. Yeah, give me 2 secs, chat, and I'll read all these comments. 2 secs, boys. 2 secs. 2 secs, chat. 2 secs, TikTok. That was weird. Yeah, chat, let me know if you lot are looking at anything similar or anything different. Let me know if you're looking for similar or different. 2 secs, boys. I'll read all these comments in 1 second. 6-2, 350, 6-2, 350, 190. D 190 TP4. Alright, sweet. Alright, what we saying, boys? Cool. You see the comments, boys. If I missed your comments, just put them in again. I'm not going to be scrolling up in the comments because I did miss about 100 comments, so I'll be backdated for time. So if you did comment something, just bang it in the chat again, boys. Some people looking for D2 continuations, but was convinced with my higher time frame bias. DXY bullish. Been waiting for ALG, just seeing if I can get an entry now. Nice. Yeah, I see. Basically the same as you, bro. Basically see the same as you. Chat, I am on 2 streams right now, if you're wondering who else I'm talking to. We're on TikTok, but we also got the YouTube stream going. Got 120 man in there right now if you want to get in and see full screen and all of that. Richesse FX on YouTube. Do you typically trade for red folder news? No, I don't trade through red folder, bro. Not personally, no. Yeah, as I said, the other short you could potentially get into, which is obviously higher risk, would be this right here. The only reason I wouldn't do this is because I don't like having my stop loss on the actual daily true open itself. Especially if you're selling, it just doesn't make sense to have your stop loss on the point that price loves tapping into. Right, let me actually just move this across a little bit. But yeah, that'll be the higher risk position. Obviously, it is better RR. Six chart. Morning, our kid. What you saying, Claudio? How you doing, bro? I think longs are coming on EU. Why is that, Josh? Where are you looking to get in on? I'm in EU sells from 17637. We have inverted this and we are moving pretty bullishly off of it. Yeah, we are still within this 30-minute fair value gap though. So realistically, it is normal that price is going to want to push up a little bit. What we want to see is price close below it on the 30-minute and then return to the 50%. But yeah, you can see until the low, just trying to measure how long we got if there realistically is a trade still in there. 26 pips, so really there should still be a trade. You might have a tighter stop loss though. But yeah, this is how I see it, boys. This is how I see the London session. All good, thanks, bro. Chilling, nice one, bro. Yo, what are you saying, Aaron? I've got a problem with signals. Can I book with you, please? Yeah, no worries, bro. Just drop me a text. Drop me a text, bro. Waiting for GU to retrace to the 15-minute IFEG by DTO for my entry. For GU to the 15. Alright, this one up here. Yeah, fair play. Fair enough. Yeah, that low risk one does look tempting. I'm not going to touch the high risk one. I'm not going to touch the high risk one, but it does look tempting, boys. I will not lie. Everyone drop a like on the stream, boys. Everyone drop a like. Bro, do you trade gold? We do look at gold occasionally, bro. I don't really trade it on a day-to-day basis, but we do look at it. Morning, Mehmet. What you saying, bro? Let's have a look at gold now. You've said that. Let's have a look. Yeah, so gold did exactly what we wanted. Okay, lovely. All right, even that trade on Friday, boys, played out. Fucking hell, mate. I really do need to start trading gold a lot more. Bro, look at that. It could have even held to the external high as well. In like the same fucking candle. Not gonna lie, boys. I'm absolutely... Oh, bro. I'm absolutely cooking gold recently. Right, let's look at the next move on gold. I'm still looking for it to be overall bullish, but we've just got to wait for the right time to actually go ahead and jump in. We do have this daily order block here, which we've just tapped into on gold. Yeah, I do think gold's going to push up. If you look at pretty much all the big firms, all the big funds, they all have got gold price predictions for the end of the year, like here. So I would still be expecting the general outlook of gold to be bullish. I'm not expecting it to be mega bullish through making new all-time highs. But I do think that we will probably remain bullish. If we go on the daily time frame again, let's just mark out this daily order block. See that last daily down candle before it expanded to the upside and broke structure. Is what we'll be tapping into. Gold buys, yeah, I'll be looking at gold buys personally, bro. You can see Asia session tapped into this order block. We then had a pretty big reaction to the upside. We do have this still to fill, so if we can come back to this lower order block, then yeah, I would like the look at buys. If we can come back down to this 15-minute order block. Oh. Sent on Discord, sweet, bro. But yeah, so we do have this, and then we do have this opening gap still left to fill. So yeah, I would look for this liquidity to get taken. Again, we do typically accumulate, boys, in London session. We don't really get the move till New York. You can see even here, London sort of moved sideways. It wasn't till sort of 11:30, 12 o'clock we actually got that move. So expect that again today. Price is likely to move slow. We get to 11, 12 o'clock. We sweep these lows and then we have that move higher. So that's what I'll be looking for on gold, boys. We do want to see gold, sorry, the DXY continue to move higher. Look at GU, bro. Yeah, I'm bearish on GU personally, bro. It's annoying we got these fucking two different fair value gaps like right next to each other. Don't really want to draw them on top of each other, but we may as well for the sake of... Yeah, I'm just going to draw them in a different colour just so it's easier. So we've got the bearish fair value gap and the bullish one there, as you boys can see. Lou, what are you saying, Quez? EU short? Yeah, I will be looking for shorts personally. I will be looking for shorts. What do you think about JPY basket? I was going to look for detailed continuation to the upside, but it doesn't seem like it would have played out. I don't like these times on JPY when we have these big spikes. I personally would be actually looking at this market. Holy sells. I normally don't like looking at JPY after we have these random spikes because it often shows intervention from the Bank of Japan why we have these spikes, or I'm pretty sure it was caused by the news on Friday regarding the war. But with that being said, what do I keep saying about JPY is that it is a heavily bearish asset. As you can see on the higher time frame, it will just always move down essentially. It will just always move down. It will have these little periods. But overall, it's always going to be moving down. And you can see that on any real time frame. If you look at it on the monthly, you can see it's just purely bearish. So if you can ever get in at some decent little bits of price, then I'll definitely look to get in. With that being said, we see price pull back with these big three candles into this 4-hour order block right here. This 4-hour order block. And then we get a nice current price action selling off from it. Let me just get rid of these internal levels. What else can I get rid of? Just trying to clean up this chart a little bit, chat, to be honest. Okay, that's old price action. Alright, cool. So yeah, I do definitely think that this market is bearish. And we are looking to sell off. I'm seeing the City comments in the chat. I knew Mehmet would be the only one to fucking bring it up. Mehmet, you support fucking Chelsea. Your club's in like turmoil right now. You want to focus on your own fucking team. Yeah, and we did have a sweep of the Asia high. So price should really continue down to the Asia low. And really lower than that. So I would be expecting price to fill this fair value gap here, for example. But this will really be my first stop. I do want it to actually break the low. So I would want it to come down. Or if you look at it on like the 15-minute. I would want the yen basket to continue bearish into this fair value gap, and then ideally lower all the way to the external low. So obviously if the yen basket we're looking at sells, that means EJ, GJ and UJ, you want to look for buys. If you look at EJ, let's try and look at the price section of it. Got a nice buy on EJ last week, but that was really the only thing we managed to really hit on the yen basket. Let me just shorten this because I don't really want this to get in my way. Let's just get rid of all this shit now. Right, let's mark the DTO out so we can try and actually build a setup now on EJ. Appeal not approved. Sick. Right, chat. If you're in here, I've just been taken off the FYP. So if you want a bit more of an active stream where you can see the comments, a bit more banter and stuff like that, to get in the YouTube chat, man. My YouTube is Richesse FX. You can see the full chart, full face cam. We've got about 200 people in there right now, so a bit more popping off. If you do like these streams, boys, definitely recommend getting in the YouTube chat. Our DTO's there. We didn't take the Asia low, you can see, so a bit of SMT with the end basket there. Just didn't work. the SMT there. Look at GJ. Again, let me quickly clean up the chart a little bit. Okay, let's move this DTO level down. If we mark on our daily true open, right there. Yeah, so nice SMT there. We did actually take the low, as you can see on GJ. So GJ took out this low, whereas EJ, you can see, did not take out the low right there. So a nice bit of SMT. Let's look at it on the higher time frame and see what we're actually mitigating. Let's move this order block here. You can see we're tapping into this fair value gap. Right there. And if we look at GJ, we are tapping into, yeah, pretty much the same level again. So just this fair value gap here. So yeah, I do think this market is good for longs, ideally. DTO is normally the best place to look for buyers. So if you can get in on the DTO, then I think that will be optimal. Looking at the M basket itself, if we mark on the DTO at 5 AM. Miracle. Yeah, to be fair, chat, the best entry that I would really look for would be a price returning to the DTO. We don't really have much imbalance. It's not like we got a clean run so we can have a run back. We just need price to actually tap into the DTO itself. If we had like fair value gaps here, then I'd just look for it to be filled and moved down. But price kind of tapped the DTO and then it was kind of a little bit slow to the downside. So yeah, GJ, I mean, GJ's literally there now. So to be fair, you could just buy GJ itself. Bearing in mind, you're looking for a pretty big target on GJ anyway. So my target would probably even be the top of this fair value gap here. So you could look for something like this off the DTO, aiming for here. And then to be honest, your stop loss, it can be anything you really want it to be, depending on how much you want to risk on this trade. It's pretty risky, I'd say, to have it here because it does look price action wise. If this was EU or GU, I would want to see price come down to this order block here. But as we say, boys, the yen basket moves a lot differently to EU and GU at times. So it's just, again, it's one of those things, once you've got more experience in the market, you sort of get these things. But yeah, EU, GU is a lot cleaner price action, so I would expect a full run back to this. But yen basket tends to, as I said, just get a nice price and then just run with it. So that's why DTO could be a good idea. But maybe if you wanted lower risk, just move your stop loss to these lows here. And you've got a 25 pip stop loss, 55 pip TP. And you take that trade there. Yo, just Joe, what's your buys for GU? Bearish, bro, on GU. Bearish on GU. This is what I'm looking for in GU, chat. I reckon DXY are going to go lower. What makes you say that, bro? Overall, I was bearish on JPY basket, but thought it would have wanted to retrace more. Retrace more to what, bro? Oh, on the 4 hour. Yeah, but you get this a lot, bro. You get these just random spikes, or what appear like random spikes, a lot of the time, and then we just move back down. So even if you go on the daily, you can see here, whenever we reach new all-time lows, we tend to get like intervention from the BOJ. So for example here, right? So this is the previous all-time low. This line here is the previous all-time low, right? You can see this is the previous all-time low from July 2024. We play the market out. It makes the new all-time low, as you can see. And then look what happens next. Price gives 2 absolute giga candles to the upside. Not really for any reason, just to fill our 4-hour order block, to fill our objective, and then continue down. You can see what happens when we make a new all-time low again. When we come near to that all-time low again, price absolutely giga candles to the upside. And then again, if we play the market out, just so we can tap back into the order block and then sell off again. Again, we make a new all-time low here, and then you get some bullish candle printing. But it doesn't really lead to much because, again, we do end up selling off. It's just a retracement, and then obviously there's a distribution. Then similar thing to what we got now. New all-time low has been made. We had a 4-hour couple of candles push us up, but we are looking for it to just return to the trend as we do normally, which is bearish. So yeah, if we can return to that DTR, I think that would be really nice. I think overall DXY is bullish, but I reckon solid pullback before buyers step in. Yeah, I think hopefully there will be a pullback. Mate, how banging are these? These are probably the best drink in the world. I never get them. Because this is sort of like, this is, what's the opposite of competitive? Casual, yeah. This is like a casual coffee. It's a casual coffee. Normally I'm more of a competitive coffee drinker. I like the black Americanos. But sometimes I do like to dabble in a bit of casual coffee drinking. And these are the absolute ones, mate. Oh, mate, I bet they're so bad for you. Chat, I wonder what's on the back of these, what actual ingredients this actually has. Milk, 75%, alright. Arabian coffee, Arabica coffee. 5% sugar. Oh, I think it's calm. All it says it's got milk, coffee, sugar, and natural flavourings, and the acidity. Okay, potassium carbonate. That's not good, but you get the all clear. And then on the other hand, we look at the ingredients on this. Oh my days! There's like 1 billion ingredients in this, and none of it's anything you've ever heard of. Ready? I hate when they say this as well. Energy, 2 kcal. Like, what do you mean energy? I've never gone outside and looked at an energy plant. Carbohydrate, of which sugars, salt, niacin, pantothenic acid, vitamin B6, vitamin B12, vitamin B5. How's this got vitamins in it, bro? You're trying to tell me this makes me healthier? Look at the can. There's no way anything that looks this cool is good for you. It just can't be. It's like them poison dart frogs. You know, they make themselves like bright and fucking cool coloured so shit don't eat them. It's like that. You're trying to tell me it's healthy. I'm not falling for that one. 2 billion years of evolution for me to fall for the oldest trick in the book. I was thinking it would come up to daily FVG about the order block. Yeah, for me, boys, a lot of the time with these higher time frame levels, 50% of it's predicting, 50% of it is reacting. So I don't it's not like before this spike happened, I looked at this order block and said, yep, this is my order block. I want it to come up to this on the 4 hour. It's just the fact of looking at what price has done. It's pushed up and now it's starting to sell off. And then I want to look at, has it actually mitigated something? Maybe I'll look to the left and there's nothing there. And then I'll say, all right, well, we must want to come up a bit more. But if I look to the left and can clearly see an order block, then I'm just going to assume that we're running off that order block. So it's not like I've like madly predicted it or anything. It's just, yeah, it's just a reacting. It used obviously still trading around the fair value gap. If we look at this 30-minute fair value gap, you can see we have filled it, but we haven't really ran away too well. We filled it now, so we should really see after this candle price be really strong to the upside, which we're not really seeing. The 30-minute again on this, price has filled it, but we're not really seeing any good reaction to the upside, which does kind of bode well for the sellers. Everyone double tap the screen if you're watching on TikTok. Drop a like if you're watching on YouTube. Lou, what's your thoughts on the game yesterday? I was waiting how long till I'm just going to get inundated with comments about this and I have to address it. Thoughts on the game yesterday? My thoughts on the game. I think City just have better players, boys. I'll be honest. That is really it. Like that front four of City is just off the clock, man. I think Cherky, Ridiculous baller. Ridiculous baller. I think Cherky showed levels. Every time he touched the ball, he looked like he was going to score. Even against our defence, which I do rate our defence. I do rate Gabriel and Saliba. He absolutely ripped Saliba and Gabriel a new one. Mosquera, even I rate Mosquera. He got absolutely rinsed by Doku. Like their attack is just too good, really, boys. It's one of those things. That's why I think like everyone's saying about Arsenal bottling the league and shit. It's like City are a better team than us. Do you know what I'm saying? City are a better side than us. They've beat us, what, twice this season? And plus, you guys will probably come into my chat and tell me how shit Arsenal players are, how good City players are. But then everyone wants to say we're bottling it. Bear in mind, we are. If we do lose the league, it is to a team that is better than us. So it's one of them things. Yeah, we have bottled it from the position we're in, but if the team's better, the team's better. Sometimes you just got to hold it. But we are even on points, so we can still bring it back. We're still in the Champions League. It's never going to be easy winning the league either. We've had our bottle, but luckily our bottle's actually left us level on points. So we've still got a chance, boys. We're still level on points. It's not the end of the world if we buck our ideas up now. But yeah, it don't really look great, does it? We shouldn't have really been in this position. It's not the City game that mattered, man. I said for the longest time, we're going to lose to City, man. Like, City are better than us, especially at the Etihad. We haven't won there in like 10 years. But it should never have come down to the City game. It's the fucking games before that, man. What do you think's worse, you Monsters or Red Bulls? Defo Monster. I think Red Bull's European. Monster's American, which says it all, really. It's Teta's fault, absolute shambles of a manager. 1 billion spent, no results, get him out. Not gonna lie, I'm assuming you are an Arsenal fan if you say get him out, but, bro, that's just the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's the issue with so many clubs. And plus, people always say this about 1 billion spent. You know, every top 6 clubs basically spent 1 billion. United have spent 1 billion, Spurs have spent 1 billion, Chelsea have spent 1 billion, City have spent 1 billion, Liverpool have spent probably 2 billion. Like, everyone in the top 6 has spent £1 billion. And most of the teams have won nothing. City have obviously won bears because it's just City, but it's just one of those things, boys. Everyone's spent that type of money. You can't blame Arteta. He's the best thing that's fucking happened to us in the last 20 years. If Arteta doesn't win anything, he has to go. No, I just disagree, bro. Again, I feel like a lot of people assume football is just like FIFA. Like, if you're a top club, you only want to sack a manager if you have to. You heard rumours of next Newcastle manager, Klopp or Gise. Oh, surely Klopp or Jose. Surely Jose fits way more. I don't think Klopp's too big for Newcastle, to be honest. I think Jose Mourinho at Newcastle would be unreal. That would be proper. That would actually be. I'd love to see that. I really don't like Newcastle as a side, but that would actually be quality to see. I'm not gonna lie. GJ buyers, yeah, bro. I do think GJ are buyers. Being Arteta out for 2 years now, he can't win trophies. We do have to. Oh, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Who do you think we're gonna get in? What manager do you think? Oh, let's sack Arteta and let's get in. Oh, no one. We're not. Klopp ain't gonna come to us. If we could sack him and get like Klopp or Pep, yeah. But we're never gonna be able to get either of them. There's no point. There's no good managers that are free agents right now. There's literally no good managers that are free agents. So why would we sack our manager? It's just so dumb. People have short memories as well. He loves it as well. His coach Bobby Robson was Rafa. Yeah, mate. He just looks like he fits well with it. GU and Daily FEG. Yeah, I am looking at sales on GU. This Daily FEG, I do want to see a bit more of a retracement of this. I think we've sort of confirmed it by the close yesterday. Well, not yesterday, but Friday. Where, so if we look at this leg, we filled a partial part of this leg. But that wasn't enough to continue higher. We just had that sweep and then dumped lower. So I think price, it showed its hand. The fact it dumped showed what the narrative of the market is. It is bearish. The weekly closes, chat, as well, right now, are really important. Because obviously they are debating, or not debating, but what do you call it? Negotiating over the weekend a lot of the time. So people really want to hedge their bets. They don't want to close price up here and then something happens over the weekend that's really bearish for price, and then they're left fucking all the way down here. So the fact that the market sold off just a few hours before the close, all the way down here, and then we closed here, told us that a lot of investors are maybe seeing potentially weak signs coming out of the negotiations, which are going to push the market even lower. Bear in mind, boys, if the war gets more intense, then this is going to go down. War gets less intense, this is going to go up. And obviously we had that ship shot down or whatever it was, or a tank, I can't remember what exactly happened, but they opened it and then they closed it again. So this is when they opened it, we had the Giga Pump, and they closed it again. And I think that was a bit of a reality check for investors that this isn't going to be so simple. And yeah, now we're here. So yeah, I'm still bearish on this. We'll see what happens with the Arsenal, yeah. I'd say it being the best thing that happened to Arsenal in 20 years is crazy. Not really. It's the same with Tottenham. You're a Liverpool fan. It's the same with you and Klopp, mate. You lot were shit for ages, same as us. Anyone can relate to that. You lot can. I mean, if you look about since you got rid of Klopp as well, you've got that absolute joke man in charge. You got fucking that absolute joke. Okay, we had a massive spike just then. As I said, I'm not in on this entry here. I've got the lower risk one. We'll see how we do. Let me get our Twitter up just so we can see anything that comes out. Bro, you need to... It's more so to take the trade from discount from the impulsive move, is it? It's just this one here, bro. Is the stop loss is on the current high of the day, whereas this stop loss is on, obviously not on the high of the day. So we could have a greater retracement, and then this one will be stopped out. Whereas this trade here, we can have a bigger retracement as we want, but as long as we don't break the high, then yeah, we're still in the move. So this one just means that as long as the trade continues in the trend we want, we're gonna win. This one means it could continue in the trend we want. But we still could lose if we have too great of a retracement. Monday, I'm not the best on, so yeah, hence why we're taking that approach. Let's see how this one plays out, though. Let me check the news as well, see what's going on. We've been shit for years, but we still have more trophies than you since we've been shit. See, I disagree, bro. Again, you could say this about Liverpool. How many years have Liverpool actually been good now? Under Klopp, people seem to think. How long was Klopp there? How long was Klopp at Liverpool? Nearly 9 years. He was at you, man, for 9 years and he won you 1 Premier League. He was at you lot for 9 years, won 1 Premier League. So hold that same energy when you're thinking about Arteta. That's what I'm saying, 9 years. But you had to firm him for like 6 years winning nothing. And then he won the Champions League, then he won the Prem. And he proved himself. So it's not as easy as just getting rid of a manager. No manager's just going to fucking win it for you instantly, innit? You got to stick with someone. I'm a United fan, not a Liverpool fan. Didn't know he was there for that long. Yeah, that's what I'm... Oh, fairs. We've been shit for years, but we have more trophies than you since you've been shit. Yeah, but no one wants to be in your position, bro. Like, United just paper over cracks. United are a massively good team at winning trophies. They'll always just pick up a cup or two. But it's just papering over the cracks to keep your fans happy, really. Like, you'd much rather be in our position I would much rather be runners-up how many times we've actually been, but be competing rather than win like the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup and that, but just be shit in the league. Got to think as well, boys. I'm 23 years old, and this is really, I've never seen us be good other than since Arteta's come in charge. So, got to be careful what you wish for. Really, Arsenal was shite. Okay, this is why I didn't want to get into this because you're just gonna get fucking annoying people now. Ten Hag has won 2 cups, 1 final in his 3 seasons. I personally wouldn't. That's poor mindset. You're just lying, bro. You're only saying that because you're a United fan. So you're saying you'd rather support a team that has finished like basically doesn't compete for the league, doesn't even get in the Champions League most years, but picks up an FA Cup or a Carabao, compared to a team that is in the semi-final of the Champions League, always competing for the league. Yeah, we ain't won it, but like we're gonna win it eventually. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just the law of averages. It's not a poor mindset at all. It's a poor mindset from you lot. Oh yeah, let's win the Carabao Cup. You're literally United. You're literally Man United. Biggest club in England by like a decent margin. And it's like, oh yeah, it's calm as long as we win the FA Cup. Just got to realise, chat, the reason people hate on Arsenal is because they're threatened. You guys get into these cups to get your hopes up. You lot don't even have your hopes up. You lot get fucking knocked out of everything. We're going to speak later. Yeah, bro. Everyone's saying second again. You lot are just jealous. It's calm. I get it. I'm the exact same. I was the exact same. When Liverpool was winning it, I remember Liverpool was shit for years and years and years. And they finally started to get good and everyone was threatened and everyone was hating on them, hate watching them. I always hate watching Liverpool the most. In the end, they went and done it. So hopefully that's the same for us. But when a team that's been shit for years actually starts competing, yeah, everyone just gets bare threatened by them. So we need to actually fucking do what Liverpool did and win it. We can't afford to fuck it up again. I really don't know what Arteta's problem is. You can't really blame Arteta, bro. Yes, bro, I'm interested in joining your group. Could I see a track record, though, please? Bro, I'll be real. All of my trading streams on YouTube for the last, year, you can go back and look at my trades for yourself and see all of my results, all of my live trades, everything like that. One guy trying to say Saka would start for Barca and Real Madrid. Yeah, but there's always one guy, isn't there? There's always one guy that says some stupid shit. London is blue. Crazy though, if he played like that for the last couple of games, there'd still be points clear. Still think Arsenal win the league though. We beat you at the Emirates this year, lad. Not threatened at all, lad. Yeah, you don't sound it. Not like you've dropped a million comments. Yo, hold up, actually. Yo. Hang on. Yo, wait. MH, you're a Man United fan. You should be fuming, right? I'm assuming you're from Manchester, so your local rivals, Man City, have just looked really good for the title. So you should be fuming. Why do you seem happy about that? Why do you actually seem happy about it? Interesting takeaway, because I know for a fact if it was Man City and Spurs, and Man City just beat Spurs, I'd be gassed. So I don't really understand as a United fan why you're twerking for Man City. Crazy behaviour. I think that's the best thing about being a London-based football fan, though, especially Tottenham or Arsenal, is you've actually got a proper rival. Like a lot of clubs, like Man United, like that's just, do you man not find that weird? How can you support a team that's not even like? How can you support a team that's not even like? It's just be the least team we should be supporting. Oh, would you now? Yeah, but Stu, do you know what I mean? Do you not find that weird? I get it, like you lot don't like United, don't like Arsenal, or whatever. But if it was Man United or Spurs, I would want United to win 10 times out of 10. First one from Lewisham, mate. Oh, well, there we go. There we go. A London-based United fan. That explains a lot. Explains a hell of a lot. Yo, chat, let me get a phone charger quick. I'll be 2 seconds. You grab a charger. What's your strategy for day trading, mate? I've got 2 main strategies, bro. ALG and DTO. Yeah, I'm not in this entry here. I think EU is for long for a short period until I mitigate 4 hour zone. Fair play. Yeah, I'm personally looking for a short off of the DTO myself. I think if we come higher, we're going to have to come a lot higher as well. Because bear in mind, we've already touched this point here. So if we want to come higher, it's going to want to be at least to fill this fair value gap. So if we really go on the 1 hour and mark it out what the fair value gap is, really I'd say this gap here we'd want to fill, which is a pretty long way away. So we'd need price to pump from where it is. About 50 pips to the upside, 40, 50 pips. So I do think sells are more optimal still at this point. Left in some longs on Friday was pointless. Oh, you had longs. Is the strategy you're trading based off Asia session? Yeah, bro. So we wait for a sweep of the Asia high, confirmations, and then sell. Yeah, we've got 2 main strategies. First, we look for a daily bias. After we've got our daily bias, we decide on we looking for buyers or sells. If we're looking for sells, we've got our 2 strategies, ALG reversals, DTO continuations. So we look for, as I said, sells. So one of these 2 setups. Again, this is what's fully sort of taught in the mentorship. But yeah, so this is what I'm looking for today. I think someone actually sent EU longs to the signal. So let me quickly mark this on the chart so we can see how it actually plays out. I don't like the look of EU longs, but someone has got them. So let's quickly look. 931. He has been in these for a while. Where's his stop loss? 472. Oh, he's got a big old stop loss. To be fair, he's got a massive stop loss. Where's his target? His target is at 7862. Wait. Seven. See how that one plays out. Wait, why did I do all that just to delete it? We'll see how it plays out. That's pretty much the opposite to what I'm looking for though, so Yeah, I'm not really looking at that too much. See, we are still waiting for the 30-minute inversion is the main thing that we're looking for. 152 people in here, boys. If you're watching on TikTok and you want to join the mentorship, what am I talking about? If you're watching on TikTok, you want to join a YouTube stream, we've got 150 man in there right now. You get full screen, full face cam. You get to see my execution as well. I'm looking to sell to that point. Lou, you got limit set on the 50-minute IFVG or GU. Similar to that, bro. So, based on the DTO. On that DTO there. So yeah, I'm not in this one personally, boys. And yeah, we can see we're filling this 30-minute. But we really, after filling this 30-minute, we should just have a nice, clear distribution higher. But we haven't really got that yet, which tells me that price is going to end up eventually disrespecting this and come to the downside. If we had still had this gap open, then I would potentially see reason for us to come higher. But where we filled it, I don't know. Don't really see much need to come higher. And if we do come higher, it's got to be a lot higher. So it's got to be all the way up here. So I don't know. I'm personally still looking at sales, man. Brent oil, my G. What are you looking for on oil, bro? What are you looking for on oil, brother? You know, I'm in a buy on EU. Fair play, bro. Got the opposite, but what do you think of gold? I'll be bullish on gold, bro. I'm using market maker behavior. Brent oil. What are you looking at on Brent oil? Buys or sells, bro? Do you trade Nasdaq? I'm on a 25k challenge, but won't let me do Forex, only futures. Well, it's because you bought it with a futures firm, bro. I don't trade Nasdaq myself. I mean, if you let's have a look at Nas. Didn't it make new all-time highs the other day? Yeah, finally out of this big period, because this is why it's like, bro, how do people trade this how do people trade this? People actually try to say that this is better than futures. I mean, Forex. People genuinely will stare at you in the face and try to say it's better. Boys, look at the price action on the daily. Pure and utter consolidation. No reaction from anything. Nothing to the left that we've reacted off of. And price just giga pumps to new all-time highs. How do people trade this, boys? Like, look how dead the price action was actually getting up there as well. Yeah, you just be looking for buys on this, really, bro. Just purely be looking for buys. At least we got that nice manipulation finally. Right, we've disrespected this fair value gap pretty clearly now. Our next bullish fair value gap's here. So we need prices to tap into here and then continue higher, really. We need something to react off. We are sort of distributing lower than the DTO, which isn't really the nicest. As I said, I'm looking for this higher opportunity anyway, so... I would have thought equity sell, oil buy if the straight's still closed. I mean, let's look at oil. I haven't actually checked oil. Yeah, we had that really bullish open. Oil price is steadily coming down though. For about 15 days now, so 2 weeks really, we have seen oil prices steadily come down about 20 to 30%, so a significant amount. We're back at more of a standard position on oil and more of a standard price. If we look at the average price throughout the last sort of period, it is here. So this is sort of the average price since like late 2023, when we actually got things chill out a little bit from the pandemic. Obviously, we had that big spike, then price came down, and then we reached a bit of balance here. But this is the midpoint. So this is, would say, your average price around 75. So anything above 75, I would still consider expensive. So yeah, I don't really trade oil, but yeah, boys, let me know if you're seeing anything specifically on there. If we look on the 15-minute as well. Wait, let me keep these 5 minutes, but we've also got the... Just a lot of fair value gaps being made, boys, on these fucking... on either currency, to be honest. Not only on the 15-minute, but on the 5-minute as well. Let me actually make these just a box. I'm trying to find a way for it to actually look clean. So then the boxes you see there, these are the 15, and then obviously these little lower ones are the 5-minute. If negotiations are set for the weekend, then buy oil and hold straight for the weekend because no deal. Yeah, I mean, that's what we said while we had that price come down. We weren't really saying for oil, but we're saying more for EU, GU. But yeah, investors didn't really want to leave price at such a high. But mate, Jesus, why do they keep on restricting me? So I can't get a minute spare without being restricted on this app. Definitely going to do the same for this. This is the fair value gap. Do the same for EU as well. EU's at a really premium point. We are above the DTO as well on EU. So if you did want to look to get in sells, EU's at a really, really nice point at the moment. EU is at a really nice point. Two six, chap. Lou, you must agree, Gabriel was foolish and should have walked last night. If Haaland drops rather than standing there calling him a pussy, surely he walks. Romero would have got deported for it. Nah, I don't think he should have got sent off for that. I really don't. I think that's actually great from the because I mean, bro, the thing is, it's Haaland and Gabriel go at it every time. The ref obviously knows this as well, and it was one of them things like Haaland actually, if you look at it, Haaland actually gets in his face first, like puts his head forward first. Just Gabriel does that little nut thing. Don't know why he does it. It's so stupid of him to do that. Like, why are you even risking it? You're asking to be sent off by doing that. But Gabriel actually, I mean, to be fair, Haaland started like squaring up to him, and I think the ref just looked at it and thought, look, they're two big lads, both very passionate. Like, just let them have a bit of a rough and tumble. You don't really want to send one of them off. But yeah, he was definitely stupid. And if it was Romero, then I think, well, you are right as well. If Haaland goes down, it's a different story. But I think they both got in each other's grill, so it's fair enough. Just brushed it off. Love to see his hairband didn't move. No record. Yeah, no. Big up to Haaland though. But I think Gabriel would have done the same if it was the other way round. Like these two hate each other. You can tell. It's one of them ones, isn't it? These actually hate. I love watching them two together. They're bare funny. But that's what I kind of rate. Neither of them are actually. It's to the point where they're not. It's not even a football beef. It's actually like a personal beef. Like none of them want to even roll around on the floor because then it will show that the other one's harder than him. Like if Gabriel got a whack from Haaland, he'll rather try and get up and prove that it didn't hurt, and vice versa. So you have got to rate that from Haaland and Gabriel. Yeah, it was definitely stupid from Gabriel. He did get lucky. Could have easily got sent off, but I think the ref made the right shout. Are you in, bro? I'm not in this one, bro. No, I'm looking for the higher entry personally. We're getting rejections from the DTO, which I don't really like. Got my limit at the Daily True Open. Okay, for fuck's sake, really? Who's in chat? Who's in right now? See the side eye from Haaland, that was jokes. Nah, I didn't even see it. Oh, mate. It was a jarring game, I'm not going to lie. It was... Oh, mate, you should have seen it at the pub, mate. Oh, my God, bro. My God, bro. Honestly, I don't want to hear any fans calling us shameless now. Like, I've never been to a pub, right, and heard a team get supported that much as Man City were supported. I was in a pub. I was in the pub, right, and there was grown men going second again, ole ole. I'm not talking 20, 30 years old. I'm talking grown men there with their kids at the age of like 50 years old. They got their little nippers there. And they're there going second again, ole ole. Like, mate, do you know you're in the fucking pub? Do you know you're in the pub? Have you logged into your snap? Yeah, the snap's live, bro. It wasn't support for City, it's hate for Arsenal. That's what I mean. It's like, Jesus, bro, I've never gone to a Tottenham game in the pub or a West Ham game in the pub and it be that loud. Like, the hate watching of Arsenal was off the clock, mate. You know when, like, grown men are singing in the pub? It's like, mate. Really? Wait, Cole, I don't think I can see it, bro. Why do I keep getting added to group chats of you on Snapchat? Bro, it's clearly you. Clearly you added me to group chats. Keep on getting added to group chats called Do You Have Foreskin or something? Or Are You Circumcised? And everyone will leave and then it's just me in a chat with someone. I have no idea who they are. GeoGuessr may be the deal today. To be fair, the market's actually moving decent. You know what? We haven't played Geo in a while. We're going to do one round. One round. Oh. One round of Geo. That's it. One round and that's it. One round and that's it. One round and that's it, chat. As we're waiting for this to play out. Okay, nice candle. Weird candle. What we want is price to actually start to distribute away from the DTO. Then it can re-tap and then go. So decent what we're seeing right now. Alright, I haven't played GeoGuessr in ages. This has got to be the UK, or no? No, this is America, isn't it? It's America or Australia or Canada. Mountains. Pretty good guess. I was going to go LA, but I thought it doesn't look that much like LA. Alright, it's a good guess. Chat, I'm going to need everyone's help, man. Need everyone's help, man. Like and sub for that, trust me. Chat, I need everyone to lock in for this. What do you think about GJ? Looks a bit cleaner than GU. The game's called GeoGuessr, bro. Okay, right, yeah. GJ, as we said, it is bullish in my opinion. You can see the end basket. We are ideally bearish. What we wanted the end basket to do was just return to the DTO and then get that continue of the sell-off. So where the stop loss is on GJ, it's well saved. So if you are looking to get in, then yeah, in my opinion, either just live execute it here, or maybe even set a limit on this fair value gap here. Might be a little bit better for you. Sort of depends on if you've got any rules on. Basically depends how greedy you are. Let's just be honest. Do you want to just get in here and hold for 2R, or would you rather have your limit there and risk not getting tapped in? But it's double the risk to reward. So it's up to you really. I'm more focusing on EUG this morning, so. Bro, you had to pay for GeoGuessr, yeah, bro. Yeah, yes, sir, ski. Alright, this is... Okay, this is all of them ones. Is this... See, I haven't played Geo in a while, so I'm not that good at guessing. It's definitely India, not Sri Lanka, because there's so many cows. I'm going to go, like, Bengaluru. Oh, fucked it. It was Northern India. New Delhi. Oh, mate. In the middle of nowhere. CU Steel Company. Where's Quebec? Where's the actual... Okay, Quebec City. Okay, again, not the best. Right, let's see if this candle can close like this. Bear in mind, chat, we still haven't inverted this 30-minute fair value gap. So we've just got the candle closed now. And if we just pull up a fresh GU... The question essentially becomes, at this point, do you think this fair value gap will hold or not? That is essentially what you're looking at right now. Do you think this fair value gap to the upside will hold, or do you reckon it will get disrespected? Can only do one of two things. Can either continue higher, or we could have... What the fuck was that? Or we could have price disrespect it, retap in, and then continue down. So that's really what it's a question of right now. That is essentially what the question is right now. Do you think it's going to continue? or reverse off of this fair value gap. If you think it's going to reverse, then there could be nice sells in there for you. No way, bro locked Bengaluru, India. Yeah, I knew it was India. It's just the area of India sometimes quite hard. They speak the same language in most places, so it's actually kind of hard to distinguish either one. That one looked more tropical though, so normally when it's tropical, it's like nearer to Sri Lanka or Bangladesh, but that one was just miles away. Don't think G will retrace to DTO. Might just come for external low. We'll see, bro. I mean, it's very much not got that much volume in it right now. We are kind of moving sideways. 10:30 right now, so we still do have about an hour left of nice price action for London session. So yeah, let's hope we can get the run right now, chap. Alright. It'd be really helpful to look at this sign. I've got no idea what this is. Alright, we're not going to get this one. This looks like Canada or the Scandies or something. But this sometimes is Japan, trust me. Okay, yeah. It was the middle of... Fucking hell. Literally right on the border. Okay, this one was a flop, okay? Ah, we actually got a good one. Yo, I know exactly where we are. Yo, we're in Camden. Where the fuck is Camden? Where is Camden? I'm sure Camden's south of the river. Where's Camden? Oh, it's north of the river. Boom. 400 yards away. Okay, we brought it back there. That was a fucking lovely dub. It's right there. Okay. Well, that was somewhere I've actually been. Oh, I've been here as well. Bro, I've been here as well. Fucking hell. Getting loads of places I've been to. This is Lesotho. Oh, it was Eswatini. See, they are very similar. They're both like just in the middle of South Africa. You can see. Easy mistake to make. Okay, yeah, we've retapped into this 5-minute fair value gap and we are selling off now. Mate, still haven't tapped onto the DTO. That's where I'm trying to get in at. Lou was defo one of the daft drunk punks there on the bridge. Oh, them punks that ask you for money to take a photo of them. Right, let's look in here. I'm sure this is Japan. If this is Singapore, bro, I swear to God, this has got to be Japan. I'm going to go, not Osaka. Osaka or Tokyo. It's got to be Tokyo. If this is Singapore, bro, I swear. Fuck's sake, man. It was Singapore. Fuck's sake. Singapore and Japan look bare similar. Okay, if this isn't Japan, it's literally got the pink tree. This looks like America, though. And there's a stop sign. Okay, this is definitely this. This is screaming to me like Yeah, like here. Oh, okay. Alright. Again, I've got no idea where this is. Another stop sign. This is near Mexico. I'm going to go... Okay, that was it. What? Why was there an English stop sign in... If you ever get Epstein Island and get it correct, you get instantly swatted. Yeah, that's like the Easter egg on this game. That's like the Easter egg. Mate, DXY is just in some peak consolidation right now. In some absolutely peak consolidation. How the fuck did you know that was Croatia, Simon? Okay, that was terrible. We're warming up though, chat. We're warming up. We haven't played it in a while. Pink Japan, yeah, bro. That's what I thought. Chat, who's in any trades? Let me know if you're in any trades or if you're looking for any trades. Right, the in basket is tapped into the DTO. Okay, nice. EJ's tapped the DTO pretty perfectly as well. Nice SMT there, as we said earlier, with GJ taking the Asia low and EJ not taking the low. See if we invert this on the 1 minute. Let's wait and see what we get on EJ. I'll check back on that in a sec. Right, nice. Hopefully we can tap into the DTO, boys. That is what I'm waiting for. Short entered on EU. Fair play, bro. Would you enter GJ or EJ? Doesn't really matter, bro. Right now, it's sort of just chopping up and down. Right now, I would say the Euro's a little bit stronger. So probably EJ's a little bit more optimal, but they're both about the same, to be honest, boys. Neither one's majorly stronger than the other, so yeah, whatever looks better for you price action wise. Right, we did invert this now. Mate, this is fucking insanely slow price action right now. When you get a trade continuation of DTO, would you always enter straight away or would you wait for confirmation or it depends? Yeah, bro, so I have got a little thing about this, about when we wait and when we don't. Sometimes we do enter straight away, sometimes we wait for confirmation. So if you do want to know a little bit more about that strategy and exactly how to trade it itself, I'll drop a link in the chat right now for you to book a call. And you can, if you book a call, bro, we can just sit on the phone for 20 minutes and I can explain to you how exactly I trade the DTO. So if anyone does want to know a bit more about my strat, boys, just feel free to book a call, man. Feel free to book a call. Just drop it in the chat real quick. What's your biggest payout you've got, Lou? I don't really chase big payouts. When I was a lot younger, But the whole thing I used to look for was getting big payouts. And then I just realised it's the worst thing to really do. The worst thing to do, boys. I used to copy trade across all my accounts and try and just get the fattest payout possible. Just got disaster written all over it. All I look for now is literally 3%, 4%, and then I'll take that out. But I've cleared the low 5 figures before, like 12k, but I don't know, maybe Mace has got higher, but I only look for what, like 4k, 5k, something like that on a prop firm. More consistent rather than go live. Yeah, trust me. Trust me. 2 secs, boys. Can you explain why you have a short bias, please? Mainly based on how we closed last week. So last week you can see how price action played out. We had these buys early in the week, which pushed us into a much higher point. We then had accumulation. You can see price not really moving a lot. And then on the last day of the week, on the Friday, we had this obviously big buy, which took out the liquidity. And then before market close, we had this big dump all the way down here, which obviously took out the lows. So that sort of confirmed to us that narrative based around news is that price wants to go lower rather than wanting to trade around this higher point. And there was no balance at this higher point for us to remain at. So really, we are more than likely to see these sells continue rather than price just continue to pump up after obviously a big sweep of the highs, then a big sweep of the lows. It'd be weird to have that next big move up. I think the time where the sell-off came as well, just before the weekend, obviously showed where people's heads were at in terms of what was going on in the Strait of Hormuz. We had this bullish news after the Strait was opened, and then Iran started closing it again and threatening ships and shit, which saw that big sell-off, big panic sell-off. We opened with a new week opening gap to the downside. So we was bearish, and you can see price over the Asia session came up to fill this gap. So now I'm just expecting a continuation of this trend. The only other thing we are likely to see is if price wants to continue up to like this fair value gap here before selling off. But I think based on the narrative, it doesn't really make sense for price to rally like 40 pips to the upside just to come all the way down. I think based on the trend being bearish, it makes more sense to just look for these small sells in the region of 15 to 20 pips rather than like huge buyers. But yeah, there's not a lot of volume right now in the market at all, so what prop firm can you suggest to me? I'd say Alpha Capital Group, bro, are doing the most in the UK right now. GeoGuessr buying huge, fair play, bro. Yeah, I'd recommend Alpha Capital Group. And if you want to get 15% off for them, use code Richesse. You get a nice discount. You get 15% off. Send me a screenshot of you using that, and I'll get you in. I'll get you in the mentorship or the signals for free for 1 week. DXY's daily CRT to the upside. Yeah, I mean, it is very much news-based, but yeah, that is true. We do have a sweeper this low, so we should really trade up into this high. I do agree with that. I'll mark that on, even though it's not majorly significant. I'll still put that on. Only thing is we don't really have it on EUGU, which is... What day actually? This is Monday. Yeah, so where we closed above Monday anyway. Yeah, okay. We're really just consolidating right now, chat, though. We really are. We haven't really moved at all. Yeah, it would be nice to take out this daily high. Oh, mate, we're still just trading within. It's just taking fucking ages, boys. The shaded ones are the 5 minute, the unshaded ones are the 15. So Euro GBP having that drop. Shows that the euro is getting weaker against the pound. Such a big unmitigated wick on the DXY could defo see a larger accumulation happen. Yeah, bro. Might get into it a bit later on. Does it have consistent rules and stuff consistency rules and stuff to be aware of? Just make sure you read the rules, bro. They're not really different to any other firm. They're pretty similar, pretty standard. So stay consistently insignificant to the prop firm. Yeah, that's a great way to put it. What's the best thing to do trading if trading ALG while working? You just want to set your alerts, bro. So for example, set your alerts on the low. If you're looking, obviously before you even go into the market, you should already have a bias before you even look for the ALG. So you should look for buyers or sells. And so let's say, for example, you're looking for sells. You'd go into the market at 7 and you'd set your alert on the Asia high. So you go over to the right and then set your alert here on this high. Or alternatively, if you was looking for buyers, you'd set your alert on the low. But we're saying that we're looking for sells. So set your alert on the high, right? And then when the high is swept, you're going to get a little notification to your phone. And after that, you wait for whatever your confirmation is. Maybe it's a market structure shift. If it is, then you obviously put your alert on your low here. So your first alert goes off already at the high. And then your second alert will go off now. And as soon as your second alert goes off, you're ready to actually place and enter your trade. So you'd mark out your order block or your fair value gap or whatever. Let's assume you just went with a fair value gap. Put on your limit. And then enter the trade like that. And then that's it. So all you've really got to do is set two alerts. One on the Asia high and one on your confirmation. And then you can just place the trade, let it hit in the background. And then hopefully you check your phone to profit. You can see that one would have just about missed, which would have been annoying, but... Alright, we're nearly at this DTO. This is where I'm getting in. Hopefully we can push up and tap it. You get rid of this now just so I can focus on the trade I've actually got. We're almost going to hit DTO, yeah, bro. Alright. Cool. Right, let's see the market do its thing. I'm watching his live past 2 weeks. He never took order. Why he comes online live? You must not have been watching my lives. I don't trade on fucking MetaTrader. This is MetaTrader, bro. So I do my analysis on here. I'll show you my trades once they're actually tapped in. I'll show you on my phone when I actually get in. So, for example, this one I'm in. Let me show you. 2 secs, boys. We are in on this. Oh, it's looking a little bit cooked though, boys. I'll be real. Yeah, we did have 3 trades last week as well. We had this EU buy, EU sell. So this one won, this one won, and then we had one on Monday also, which lost. Which was a sell on Monday. So 2 wins, 1 loss last week. So good week. I did lose on Monday last week. So if I lose on Monday this week as well, that's jarring. It's bare hot in here. You quickly open a window, bruv. It's bare right in here. Bruv, how's the window already open? It's so hot. I have to open my blinds. Yeah, this one's looking a little bit cooked, chat, I'll be honest. It's looking like 2 Monday L's. 2 Mondays in a row. We've got to really react off this order block or it's cooked, boys. Yeah, this one's looking cooked. Oh, I need to stop trading on Mondays, bruv. I always take L's on fucking Mondays. Normally get it back later in the week, but fucking hell. Right, we filled that 15 minute. If we actually mark out the... What's this? Wait. Right, we filled this 15 minute. So let's hope we can actually push up now. Okay, let's hope we can push up. Yo, 2 secs, chat. Wait, 2 secs, 2 secs. Yes, chat. Right, let's wait to see how this 15-minute closes. If this 15-minute inverts this fair value gap here, then yeah, that sell's cooked on GU. Wait and see how we do though. Casual me, yeah, bro. It's more preference, but yeah, I'd say so. Markets might be pricing a peace down between Iran and US, leading to dollar weakness. So this Euro USD might be going upside. Yeah, that's the only thing, bro. If something like that comes out, then that may be the case. I mean, this is pushing up pretty heavily. We got to wait for this close on the DXY. If we close below this, then yeah, it's going to be cooked. We need it to obviously push up from here. If not, then it is what it is, chap. We did take a loss last Monday, and then we took 2 wins on the bounce after that, which massively brought us back. So just got to be firm with what we're looking for, boys. If we take an L, we take an L. We'll be back. Right, let's wait for this close, though. Let's wait for this close. What would you target on EJ from DTO entry? Yeah, nice. We are pushing up on this. Fucking heavily pushing up as well. Fucking hell. Yeah, lovely. We can see the end basket dumping right now. Exactly what we wanted, boys. Taps into the DTO and now starting to dump. Obviously want it to continue down now to the Asia low and then hopefully into this fair value gap as well. Alright, yeah. 15 minute is about to close. I'm not going to lie, chat. I think this is probably going to be cooked. I'm not going to lie to you. So it is what it is, boys. Yeah, this GU's cooked for sure. Cooked for sure. Let's just wait for the close. It's inverted this now. Just give us fuck all to actually go off. Yeah, this is definitely going down now. At this point, it's pretty obvious. So yeah, I believe this. Okay, this one's probably still in by the skin of its sack. But yeah, it's due to be stopped out. I probably have already been stopped out, to be honest, boys. A pure rally, really. Alright, yeah. Another Monday, another L. I need to stop fucking taking trades on Mondays, boys. I swear. As I said, I do normally make it back, but Mondays, I don't know what is in me that makes me think I can trade them. You can see, I'll show you the last Monday trade I took. Really a similar thing. Basically the exact same fucking entry as well, to be honest. Took the Asia high, had our confirmation. So I went short from here last Monday. Which again also got cooked. It was something like that. Which got cooked last Monday. And then yeah, we did bring it back later in the week, as I said. We had that nice sell here, which gave us 3.5R. And then the buy as well here, which gave us 2R. So yeah, we will make it back, but it's annoying on a Monday to get off to a losing start, man. Is what it is though, chat. Again, we're just trading our strategy the best way that we can, so if we take an L, it is what it is. Okay, let's get rid of that now because that's been closed below. Yeah, so price most likely now just going to continue down to this low. It's technically still in. Alright. Yen basket always just dumps hard. Mate, literally always dumps hard. Do you care about being in the premium of a leg? Yeah, bro. Yes, sir. Or not one of your conferences. Yeah, I do look for that, bro. I do look for that, Alex. It was just with the momentum we had, man. I didn't really expect us to want to come back any higher up. Didn't really want to expect us to want to retrace to this sort of 4-hour fair value gap. But it looks like now we do intend to actually come higher into this fair value gap. We check the 4 hour real quick. Yeah, DXY should really continue down to this external low now. Do you consider macroeconomics? Yeah, bro, not massively. Only in terms of just like a general outlook of the market. You can see what really didn't help us is we had 5 minutes where the pound moved like this. Which obviously shows that the pound got really strong for like 15 minutes. Which was typically the actual 15 minutes we got tapped in. So we shouldn't really be all the way out there. You can see even EU, we're not even nowhere near the high. DXY, it's nowhere really near the low. So we should really be in on GU. But like I said, it's because we had that mad spike for EG. That's literally the only reason why this trade lost. Well, it might obviously just continue on the DXY. But this mad spike right here. You can see as we're having this bullish candle now, GU again is having that bearish candle. So they are moving pretty much in alignment right now, which is annoying for us, but is what it is. You can see now the DXY continuing lower. So we should just break this low now. Let's just wait for that to happen. EU I was looking for sells, bro, but I won't be looking for that anymore. You can see right now on the 30 minute, we're just filling the 30 minute and continuing higher. We was hoping for the 30 minutes to get disrespected, but as you can see, price respected it, moving higher. Same with GU, price just respecting that 30 minute fair value gap and moving higher. Like this. Yeah, just pushing higher really now. So EU should break the high. If anyone's in buyers right now, pure dime for you, man. Holy edge, yeah, trust me. To be fair, this should get stopped up pretty soon anyway. Yeah, this is looking purely bearish at this point, boys. Just caught it on the wrong side. It is what it is, chap. As I said, we took an L last Monday as well, and we got it back. Ended up having a really good week. So we're going to have to do the same thing this week, boys. We are going to have to do the same thing this week. We're here for it. Let's just wait for this to stop out. I'm sorry, bro. Minor, bro. Iran claims it has rebuilt its missile arsenal faster than before. Iraqi oil ministry to Al Jazeera. Oil experts via the Kirkuan Jihan line will begin within days at a rate of 500,000 barrels a day. Right, so we are getting kind of bearish news on the war. Which is obviously going to push the DXY down and therefore EU-GU up. So perfect storm right now for us to lose this trade. I don't think it was majorly the price action. I think the fact that GU had that dump, the pound had that dump randomly was really annoying. And then obviously the fact we're getting that news out of Iran also not helping us. We're technically still in, but yeah, it's probably gone. Mine already stopped even though I counted for spread. My broker is just a cheat all the time. How comes, bro? I mean, this long that Apex had is playing out nicely. And I was looking for shorts. Apex was looking for longs. It's not even, to be fair, it's a much higher position. So, it's not really moved a lot anyway, is it really? Let's be honest. DXY just continuing down. Yeah, you can see we are just going to be continuing down now. By the looks of things. Can you check it real quick? Check what, bro? What do you mean, JPYs? You see what you meant. The spread always increases mysteriously around my stop position. What broker are you with, bro? I'm sorry, bro. Use Dix. I hate people like that. I lose one trade and people start fucking trying to teach me how to trade. Bro, you're in my fucking live. You copy my trades probably every day. I hate that. I really do hate that. I mean, everyone gets it. Even I get it. You know when you win a trade and you just think you're the fucking god of the markets. And you start trying to tell people what to do. Trade Locker / Blue Guardian. Fair play. You think Vantage is a good broker? You win, lose some. Yeah, trust me, bro. Blue Guard. Do you think Vantage? Yeah, Vantage are one of the biggest ones. So that's all you really want to look for. Just a big broker. So yeah, Vantage are a good broker. Yeah, let's wait for this GU to stop out now. Nothing stopping DXY now, man. We are going to continue to that low. Question at this point is how much lower do we want to go? We do have this gap. I mean, we are very fundamentally led right now, so it's kind of hard to see. I'm more just going to see where we end up closing out for the day. And then we'll see how to approach tomorrow. If we close like in the discount at this leg, then I'll probably be looking for shorts tomorrow. Like if price is able to push all the way down here. If price is able to push all the way down there. Then I will be looking to continue short in the market. But if not, then I'll be looking to probably just continue on my buy. So it does matter how much we can really close right now. DXY kind of been consolidating for a long period of time. We got one 15-minute candle, 30-minute candle which sold off, another 30-minute candle which sold off. So we'll see if this consolidates again or if it does actually start to make waves. GU sells from 15-minute order block. Yeah, this has surely stopped out on my broker anyway. I'm sure it has. What's this? 0.1 pips anyway. Yeah. Do you reckon EU can go to the Friday 50? Let me quickly turn that on. We turn on Friday 50%. Yeah, I do think we could potentially reach that. I do. Depends really where we want to move up to. There's not really any way of us knowing specifically where we're going to come to. Friday 50 would be a good target though. That would be nice if we can come down to there. We do have this order block just above it, so we might even react off that, but we'll see. Again, it's going to be pretty fundamentally led, this market this week, I'm pretty sure anyway. So, what are you saying on GJ? Just buys, bro. We just about missed that buy limit there. Looking at EJ as well. EJ could have some nice... Let's have a look at a re-entry on EJ. Only 7 pip stop loss. It's not a lot at all. Aim for the Friday 50. Again with a pound, we obviously just missed out on that fair value gap. Let's Looks like we just tapped in that inversion. You're going to have to aim for a little bit higher. I'd never take trades under 2R. So probably just aim for this fair value gap here. On GJ. Maybe JPYs would have moved all morning. But yeah, this is what I'll be looking for on JPYs. We are in obviously a heavy uptrend, so it is a lot more in our favour than the likes of the DXY. EJ looks a little bit nicer. If we look at EG as well, to be fair, right now the euro is getting a little bit weaker than the pound, so we've got more chance of getting tapped in on EJ than GJ. It's why I'm randomly pushing up off this order block. Both coming off their order block now. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if that move can actually continue. Be a touch if it can. We'll see though. Not really got any fair value gaps to invert really. We do have that higher to break, but we're probably just going to continue down on the DXY to be fair, boys. I think it's best if you are looking for a trade to just try and look for EJ right now. Why did GeoGuessr trade? How did this play out as well? Let me look at this. Right, someone sent this one into the Discord. Let's have a look at this short GeoGuessr. Anyone else trading GeoGuessr? Let me know, boys. Alright, stop loss. Just copy and paste it. Wait, what? Wait, how? What the fuck? Why is it bugged out like that? That's just not the number I copied. What the fuck? Why is it? What the fuck? I copied 457. Why the fuck's it done that? That's bare weird. Entry 375. Anyone trading indexes right now? Let me know. TP. Yeah, let's see if this plays out. Oh yeah, chat though. Annoying man. I have a really shit win rate on Mondays compared to other days. I do have a really shit win rate on Monday compared to other days. DXY reacting off the 15-minute order block. Yeah, bro. What's GJ saying? I'll be looking to buy a GJ, bro, for sure. Yeah, I'll be looking for dicks where to fill the 4-hour FEG and possible sales during New York. Fair play, bro. Never had any problem with my broker, to be fair. They seem good as well. Nice, man. Yeah, you got to have a good broker if you're trading on a personal account. What's your analysis on gold? I'll be bullish, bro. So on the 4-hour, sorry, on the daily, we are coming into this daily order block right now. So I am bullish on a fundamental perspective. Again, if you look at this order block, this is the leg higher that broke structure. So we are looking for price to fill this order block or tap this order block and then continue higher. So we've just tapped it. And then when we go on the lower time frame, we look at the actual reaction. You can see we had a nice bullish reaction off of tapping it. We've now got this 30-minute order block. So I'll be looking to buy into this 30-minute order block. Stop loss below. I'll be looking to buy up to this opening gap. You can see this opening gap and Friday 50 are literally in the exact same spot. So I'll probably look to buy there, stops there, TP here. You can maybe aim for a little bit higher, but yeah, it's still continuing down. Let's actually have a look at EU. Nice move down. Yeah, we had a break of structure and price mitigating that order block. EU does look nice, man. I'll be real. EU does look nice. EU does look nice for sales. I'm with IC markets. Fair play. I think a lot of people with IC. IC or Vantage. Oh yeah, we've completely forgot to play this GeoGuessr. Oh, that's Mount Fuji. Okay, still Japan. Fuck knows where this is, boys. We got like Chile or something. Yeah, Brazil. Oh, Rio de Janeiro. I probably could have got that. This could easily be Japan as well. Japan looks shit sometimes. Yeah. Big move down. This has got to be New York, isn't it? New York or Washington? New York or Washington? Where is this? Washington. Oh, there's the White House right there. Wait. What bugs me out, yeah, is there's Washington City there, and then Washington State all the way over there. Where's the White House? Well, pushing up a little bit. 1400 Pennsylvania. Possible IFVG and DXY, weird ass markets. Yeah, for real, bro. For real. We'll see. We've got this fair value gap to trade into. DXY will most likely just continue down, though, at this point. So, I think it is just slowing down a little bit in momentum, but we should really just continue down. Do have that fair value gap now. We'll see if we can trade up into it. Bro, where the fuck's the White House? Capitol Hill, Liberty of Congress. Where's the... Oh. Let's get it to like the exact yard, bro. So we're in the middle of the road staring at the White House, the first road back from the gardens. We are literally right there. This should be my best guess ever. 3 yards, bro. Oh my days, that is unreal. That is unreal. I got a screenshot of that. That's my best ever round. That makes up for a loss. To be fair, might not all be lost yet, but... Take my self-control. Anyone getting in EU? It's all the block here to get him. We are mitigating our bearish POIs quite nicely. EJ. Yeah, I'm looking for buyers on EJ, bro. Got the will to try and fight. Is that the first round? Oh no, it was around 4. Okay, this is England. Where in England is this, chat? Someone must live near this. What, GU? It's the comeback of the century. Right, let's see if we push up into this fair value gap, then what do we do from there? If we invert this fair value gap, there may be new entries on. If we invert this fair value gap, there might be new entries on. I think this is still in by the skin of its helmet. I'd favour south of England more than north. Yeah, EJ's very close to entry. Who's getting in on EJ, boys? This does look very nice. If we look at the M basket. We should sweep this low as well. See, on the 4 hour, what we're mainly looking for on EJ is we are coming off, we're obviously in clearly a bearish trend. We're coming off of this 4 hour order block. So we're looking to sell price down really to the external low. The first step for that, though, is this fair value gap. So our first target we're really looking for is this 4 hour fair value gap from Friday, 10 AM. So really up here, really the top of this candle. Do we have... Did price take these candles low? I don't think it did. No, we didn't take this low. But you could really aim for all the way up here, to be honest, boys. Self-control. Okay. I'm paper trading on GU sells. Fair play. NZD USD longs hit. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're looking very similar to EU GEU right now. We have swept the high. We have swept the Asia high. Everything in this market will be telling me sells, boys. I'll be honest. Again, swept the Asia high, which is a nice point of liquidity. So we are looking for now the Asia low to get hit, which we have got equal lows on here, here, and here. If you look at what we've tapped into, you can see after that opening gap, we had this order block just here. Which, okay, we haven't actually tapped into that just yet. But we have filled the opening gap. See, I'll personally be looking for sells on this, I'm not going to lie. Wait for an inversion of this fair value gap first, and then I'll be looking to go on that. Still pushing up higher into that, boys. We're about 50% of that fair value gap now. Yeah, EU does look nice. We do have this 5 minute on EU, boys, so I'm going to, again, wait and see if we can invert this 5 minute. Then we may actually have something on EU. If not, then we'll just leave it. But gold, yeah, I'll be looking at buyers on gold. Probably not going to come through to the New York session, though. Okay, let's just guess this. Let's just say, like, Bristol. Okay. Still, oh, that was nearly a gold, boys. Fair play. Yeah, most likely is we are just going to fill this and continue higher. DXY really on the 15. Should fill this fair value gap and move lower. What about Euro USD? Could see sells on it, bro, but more than likely we are just going to continue higher. We tapped into this fair value gap, so most likely thing is we continue higher up to this high. Price filled this 30 minute, continued higher, so we now should just fill this 15 minute and again continue higher. This is the trenches, bruv. Oh, no way that was Miami, Florida. Great plan. I swear I've seen gangs in that from there. That Great Plan Park. Right. Let's see how we move into this next 15-minute candle. This is even northern Thailand. Or like the Philippines, potentially. You know what, I'm gonna go Nam. That was northern, it was Thailand. Shit. Alright, yeah, chat. I'm gonna jump off now. So I'm gonna jump on the post-London stream with my members. So yeah, chat. We will be back live at 12:30, so make sure you lot tune in at 12:30. Right now I'm gonna jump on with my mentorship students and you fucking mind? What the fuck was that? Is there any need for that? You're gonna come in later. Yeah, Simon, I'll drop you a text, bro, when to jump on a call. But yeah, boys, this GU is technically still in. So we'll see how it plays out. But yeah, it's pretty cooked right now. So let's just assume this wasn't a loss today. I've basically just assumed this was a loss on Monday. But again, chat, we took a loss last Monday and we ended up finishing the week 4% in the blue. Well, I didn't finish 4% because I half risked my next trade. So I only finished like 2.5% in the blue. But either way, in terms of RR, we lost 1R on Monday. Tuesday we made, was it Tuesday or Wednesday? Well, no, I think it was Wednesday. So Monday we lost 1R. Tuesday we made 2R, and then Friday we made another 2R. So we did well last week after taking the L on Monday. So that's what we're going to have to do now, boys. We're going to have to do the exact same thing this week. But I'm here for it. This is part of trading. You boys know by now as well, my win rate's about 50%. So this is an average week for me. And again, it's just about keeping your psychology on point. Not getting too stressed out. Not thinking it's the end of the world if you do lose a trade. Like I said, 50% win rate's absolutely fine. And yeah, I've been profitable every month so far this year, so I'm expecting this to continue. I've had a good month this month, so even if I do have a negative week of only like 1% down, it will still be good for the month. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be trying to make the profit back this week. So yeah, let's lock in with the markets, boys, and we're definitely going to fucking earn this back. But yeah, boys, I do appreciate all of you lot tuning in. If you're in the mentorship, then I'm going to be live in the post-London stream right now. If not, then I'll see you back on live at 12:30, boys. 12:30, we are going to be going live again. And we're going to see the next phase of moves. We might be a little bit higher, so we can actually look for sells then. Or this might have actually played out. And again, we can look for sells. But yeah, we'll see. As I said, most chance that we have now is that price is going to continue higher. On EU as well, we're going to continue higher. And then therefore, DXY, we're going to continue down most likely. So yeah, we'll wait and see what happens, boys, and I'll catch you again at 12:30. If not, then I'll see you on live tomorrow, boys, and yeah, we'll cook these markets. So yeah, not the best day today, but we are going to cook the market this week, trust me. But yeah, appreciate you all. So you've lost 1%, yeah, bro. But I appreciate all you lot watching, and I will catch you in the next live, people. Sweet, boys. Yeah, sweet people. Yeah, that was an L today, but yeah, we'll get on to the next. We've got a straight move on. Can't let it affect us too badly. And yeah, I'll see you boys in the next live, people. Sweet, boys.